Hey everyone, welcome back to the CopQuest YouTube channel. My name is David. I'm the manager of agency sales, and today we're going to be talking about 3 popular concealment holster options for your Sig Sauer P365. So stay tuned and learn all about them. All right, let's get into the meat and potatoes of the 3 concealment holster options that we have before you for your Sig Sauer P365. First off, I'm going to start with the one that has the firearm in it. I'm going to take the other 2, push those aside so they're out of the way. So what we have as our first option is the Safariland Model 7371. And the characteristics of the 7371 is that it's an outside the waistband concealment holster that comes with a micro paddle. So this is awesome and fits perfectly with subcompact firearms such as your Sig Sauer P365. Moving on, the 7371 utilizes ALS, which is automatic locking system. So that release is going to be this snub right here. So you'll get your grip, your thumb will land on it and pull back to allow you to draw your firearm. ALS works by locking on to the ejection port when you holster your firearm. It's also going to give you an audible click when you holster. So I'm going to do this a couple times without speaking, that way you can get a better understanding of it, so stay tuned. There we go. So that is how the 7371 concealment holster from Safariland retains your firearm. All right. Other features of the 7371 is that it is made with their 7TS material, which is a DuPont nylon blend that is scratch resistant. So this material is designed not to scratch the finish of your firearms. So you can holster, you can draw, you can do whatever as many times as you want, and it is not designed to wear on the finish. Additionally, the 7371 is going to come with a belt loop, so if that's something that you want to swap out, you can easily do that by removing these 2 screws and then this screw down here which holds on the hook. The paddle, while I'm thinking about it, will accommodate up to 1.5 inch belts. 1 3/4, depending on how thick it is, may work, but generally 1.5 inch is your best option. And that is our first option from Safariland. Let's move on to another option also from Safariland. This is the Model 20, also known as the Species holster. So this is a inside the waistband holster, and besides being inside the waistband versus outside the waistband, some of the other features that are different is this holster does not use ALS, that's automatic locking system, or SLS, self-locking system. Rather, what it does is it has the passive retention of the holster as well as a locking mechanism, not really a locking mechanism, but more of a pressure piece in here that will help retain your firearm. This holster is made out of STX, so it's a hard shell plastic. It is able to accommodate 1.5 inch belts, and you're able to get a adjusted belt ride and cant by unscrewing this screw right here and adjusting to suit your needs. The holster itself is cut low enough to accommodate optics, so those of you who like to run a Sig Sauer Romeo 0 on your Sig P365, you're good to go. Additionally, it's got a high sweat guard so that it will protect your firearm from your body. And so that you can hear it draw and holster, I'm going to stop talking for a sec. So while it doesn't use ALS like the 7371, it does give you that audible click. And that is telling you your firearm is secure. All right, let's move on to our last option, this time from our friends over at Blackhawk. This holster is the Stache. The Stache is really cool. It's got a bunch of features packed into it. One being that it's actually ambidextrous. So right now I have it set up for a right-handed shooter, but let's say you're a left-handed shooter, you will swap that belt clip over. This will accommodate up to 1.5 inch belt, but there are 1 3/4 ones available for those of you who want to do that. Additionally, this is a really strong Kydex material that Blackhawk claims is stronger and less brittle than other Kydex materials. That's just kind of what they say. But anyway, going on, we've got 2 holes down, or 2 screws down here. This is so that you can adjust your tension. It's pretty moderate out of the factory, but if you want it a little tighter or a little looser, you'll just use these 2 screws. Additionally, there are accessories that can be added on to this holster, one being a wing or a claw or whatever you want to call it, that is designed to help push the butt end of the gun in towards your body to make it a little easier to conceal and have less printing. That wing will attach right here using these 2 screws. And then additionally, there's also magazine pouches that you can attach over here with a connection piece, or if you want, you can run those separate. And you can run it in, it's kind of a sidecar configuration so that it moves all in one piece. And then the big thing is it is low enough for optics. So again, those of you who like to do your Romeo 0 optics, this will be a perfect option for you. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our informational video on 3 popular concealment holster options for your Sig Sauer P365. If you could, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because we love putting out great content for you. If you're interested in picking up any of the products we've talked about in this video, check the links down below. We'll have everything linked there for you. Be safe and talk to you next time.